What's going on, people? Back in the chair, back fresh, ready to go. So, been away for 10 days or so, lots to catch up on. So just a little thing to everybody who has contributed recently to Urban Scoop. I've just been off the phone to them. You guys know from the beginning they've had my back, and that's going to be going on into the future. We've got a lot of projects that we need to do and follow up on. You know, the Dover documentary that was with Urban Scoop. But what people don't know is we was there 3 weeks before it come out, okay? Then the week that we took it out, there was all this newspaper coverage about Manson Airport. I truly believe that is because we gave them enough time to realise who we were and what we was going to do. So they've looked at what we're doing and they knew that they needed to put that message out before we did. And that shows the strength of independent journalism. They would never said there's 4,000 people in there when it was only designed for 2,000 people. It had doubled their occupancy. Never put that out there. They would have released all these people into our communities and nobody would have really realised the scale of the invasion that's going on. And that's thanks to Urban Scoop. Now, they've said to me today, we want to get people out there, we want to get people more active, we want to put more content out. What do you need, Danny? And do you know what? We're not here to waste money either. So I've told them the stuff. I need a better microphone and a better monitor for when we're editing things out, and a few other little bit. But it's necessity driven. When we do go out, we can get the best audios, the best pictures, we can edit it as quick as we can, and we can get it back to Urban Scoop and see if they want to pull it out or not. And it's never guaranteed. If the work's good enough, then they're going to pull it out. Urban Scoop is for the people, by the people. So it's that type of media, that type of news that the mainstream media refuse to put out. These people are going above and beyond. They're putting their necks out on the line. They're putting their reputation on the line to put out the stuff that we say is important to us. Just read an email about some shocking things that have happened up in Warrington Council. Once you find out about this, you will be like, what? That actually happened? But again, something like that, we need to let it ride out to the end so we've got the full story. Not this mainstream media narrative of putting out half a story and then making you guess the rest. No, we'll put it out and follow it up. And that's what Urban Scoop is about. So when Tommy puts out an email and say, look, if you want to contribute to it, this is how you can do it. But also it helps out the people, the reporters, the journalists, the people at the back who are going and working tirelessly to make everything happen. It's corporate free as well. That's one of the major things about Urban Scoop. We contribute to it and it doesn't need any corporate sponsorships. So just imagine Bud Light comes through and says, I want to sponsor what you're doing, I love what you're doing, I want to make sure that you succeed. Imagine the predicament now we will be put in. Imagine all the hard work that we have done because of some woke corporate sponsor. Let's put out some Dylan, I'm not a woman guy, smashing their own reputation and taking us down with it. That's why corporate free media is an important way to do it. We need you to contribute to all of our works. If you like what I do, if you like what Mr. Fury does, if you like what Tommy does, if you like what a whole range of people are doing, and this is the surefire way to contribute to our work as well. Tommy can't be at this 100 in different places, and he shouldn't be either. But also you're getting different perspectives on similar issues. You're getting different ways and approaches. My approach is a lot different to many other people. As I said before, I like to do right-wing news. I'm unapologetically right-wing and I'll stay that way. I'm a true conservative. That is my values, conservatism. And no one's going to change that. But that's very different to many other people out there. So when we can get all these people together and we are firing information and we are making sure that we're all competing to get the best content. Let's not beat around the bush. Everyone wants the best content possible, and that's good, that's healthy. We're not going to go down the Marxist equity situation where it doesn't matter what you put out, we'll still put it up. Nah, it's got to be top. It's got to be top drawer. It's got to be the best. So with that, I want to thank everybody who has contributed to what we're doing, who has faith in what we're doing, wants to be part of the team. And when we succeed, you succeed. And when you've got your stories that need to come out, We will make sure that we'll get there as quick as we can. So we've got people that you trust and people who have been in the public sphere for a long time, who are main contributors to the content that goes out on a news site, who have said we're not going to fall to the woke, we're not going to be bullied by the establishment, we're not going to allow any of that happens. Never in our history have we been in this position, and never have we needed to be in this position. If you just want to share the content, you can share the content. Everybody gets involved. So I say this: whatever you can contribute, £5, £10 in a month, do that. Test the system. 3 months time, I can guarantee you, in them 3 months, real, honest, pure, tingling journalism, citizen journalism, you'll be like, wow, this is what getting the message out to the people's about. This is what we should all be striving for. As we said, Tommy's back. The establishment will want to stop that straight away. He's got podcast after podcast. He's got huge people wanting to be on them podcasts. That's a great avenue for him to spread the truth, as well as being on the streets. You've got immigrations going on. We've got multiple, not even hotels. We've got NGO people who are facilitating this. We've got small companies that you don't even know about, that you probably use, or you've probably put your money in, who are facilitating the invasion of this country. We've got the Black Lives Marxists. They're starting to come up, and not only are they coming up, they're coming up and changing their narrative. They know that black people don't care about Black Lives Matter. They know that it's been exposed, and they know that these Marxist ideologies are not going to be allowed in communities. So they're coming out and saying, well, Black Lives Matter, refugees, because now they can help facilitate the invasion of our country. What you've not been told is net migration last year, over 500,000 people, and you wonder why you can't get a doctor's appointment, and you wonder why Rishi Larat is saying that one of his priorities is getting the waiting list down on the NHS. How can he get the NHS waiting list down when half of these fake UGs are coming here with ailments and lifelong illnesses? He's never going to do that. The only way he can do that is if we put pressure on him to say, stop the boats is the only priority. All these things, again, is what Urban Scoop can put out and make sure that you know the truth. And again, thank you if you contributed to Tommy, to the content, to all of us at Urban Scoop. Massive thank you. Going forward, I want you to ask the question: do you believe your mainstream media more than believing that Urban Scoop, that we would smash any mainstream media news story? If you think the Urban Scoop is the ones that are able to smash these narratives, and if you can do it, consider becoming a contributor. Make yourself part of this revolution that's going to go on, because truly it's for the people, by the people, corporate free media. Just like what Mice Media are doing, decentralizing media. We're going to take this media driven narratives out of the hands of the people who only want to give you critical race theory, only want to give you liberal ideas, and only want you to say, oh no, I shouldn't talk about the boats, I shouldn't talk about the NHS, I shouldn't talk about all the stuff that's going on that is destroying us as a society. Hopefully, if we can do this and we can move forward as one, Urban Scoop will open the doors to new levels of knowledge for you to take onto your communities. The elections around the corner. How many corrupt MPs are in your areas? Well, there's only one people that will tell you that. How many people are actually coming into this country illegally and are still in hotels? Well, there's only one media site that will tell you that, and that's going to be Urban Scoop. Let's build this. Let's build something special. We want to change the regime, set a revolution, and make sure that media is always honest. Thank you for your time, and I'll speak to you soon.